Anyone can start.
We got a box score, you know.
This has been quite a up and down first half of the season. To get a win like this heading into the All-Star break, what kind of confidence does it give this team? And maybe you specifically, considering the shot this over the last 2 games.
Oh my fucking God. Yeah, I mean, first off, like as a team to beat the Aces, like they're a great team. They play together, like down the line, like they're all great players. So to go out there and have that type of discipline and like kind of how we talked about in some of the games that didn't go so well for us in the first half of the season, we kind of let up at times. And I know we let up at times today, but we were able to punch back and fire back and wake back up and stuff. And then also just like finding the hot hand. Kennedy was amazing today. Like, and being selfless and making that extra pass to her, finding her, and that's what we did.
Kind of a big picture question, but there could potentially be just some changes to this roster realistically out of the second half of the season. How do you guys handle that going into the break, knowing that things could look different when y'all return?
Yeah, I mean, it's a business. So at the end of the day, you show up and you do your job, whether you have a different teammate or you're in a different place or whatever it is.
So Marina, you guys had first 15 minutes in the first half. I thought you guys played some of your best basketball this season. What just did you see out there just from that perspective?
I think just like being active, like we had our hands on a lot of stuff. We had a lot of help, early rotations, good closeouts, such and such box outs. And I think, it kind of goes under the radar how hard that is to do on a play-by-play basis. And, you start to get tired a little bit, or maybe I'll just take this play off, and then the Aces make you pay every time. So we kind of did less of that and more of the good stuff today.
You brought up Kennedy's play. I mean, to most people, you should probably get also. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, like all-star, no all-star, like she's an amazing player and she's been really good for us this season. She's explosive at the rim. Like you can go on and on about Kennedy. So honestly, I'm just really happy that she's able to come out here and display that, and we can give her the ball and, be her biggest fans, which is going and doing stuff like that.
Any more in person?
Just as far as outscoring them, what was it? 50 to 36 in the paint. We've talked a lot about this team's kind of 3-point struggles, outside shooting struggles. So I guess how have you guys been able to find your inside game and develop that inside game as a result?
I think just like having more patience. Like I think, when we were having those rockier times, we were kind of getting anxious and taking contested shots. And, sometimes it still happens, but I think we did a better job of moving it around and waiting for the defense to loosen up and then attacking.
Thank you.
I may have walked in on the answer that my question are similar, but and I asked Spoon about this earlier. How much fun, because we've heard Angel give her teammates and coach flowers this first half of the season, but how much fun is she making it for y'all on and off the court, just her persona?
Yeah, I mean, Angel's personality is great. Like she comes out, she's always having fun. She's like kind of contagious, her energy and stuff. So just being her teammate and watching her grow has been something that I'm really proud of. And honestly, if we as vets can be of any help to her along the way, like we try to kind of guide her, but let her be her own person too.
Any more in person for Marina? All right, we'll go to a few on Zoom for questions for Marina only. Carly Bell, please start and unmute.
Hey Marina, how would you assess the growth that this team has had from the start of the season to now?
Yeah, I kind of like piggybacking off what I said before, just like having less of those plays where we take plays off and we get beat 10-0, and kind of responding back a little quicker and having like some more rotations, hands on the ball, rebounds, and kind of just knowing when to slow it down sometimes and not go too quick.
And then last one for me, obviously the Olympic and All-Star break is a good time for rest, but how impactful do you think this upcoming break will be for this team in particular, just to get you guys some more practice time and being able to play together?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you have young players and people that haven't played together all the time, new coaches, et cetera, blah, 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 like reps are always good. So, finding that balance, taking rest, but also coming in, working hard and being focused on stuff we can get better at so that we come out of the break as a better team.
Thank you.
Steven, please unmute.
What's going on, Marina? You all have really turned a corner in the month of July when looking at your rebounding numbers and specifically on the defensive glass is where you all have made a big difference. I think today you were a +9 and you only gave up 3 second chance points to the Aces. Can you just kind of speak to the corners you all have turned in your process and that particular dynamic?
Yeah, I think just the level of focus on like the little things, winning plays, boxing, especially the aces out. Like they're a great rebounding team. Asia's relentless on the boards, and so are the guards. So just having that mindfulness to go and hit and not just run in. Just little, little habits that we can develop over time.
And then one more quick one for you. Just looking at you grabbing rebounds in particular, you were averaging like 5 in the month of July so far. You've been really finding hit ahead passes in that as well. Can you just kind of speak to how that's helping to kind of up the pace for you all as well in that?
Yeah, I mean, if you can get layups in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock, we'll take that every time. So just keeping your head up, looking up the floor and finding people who are running because obviously, it's hard to just sprint the floor every time. So you want to reward people for that.
Chris, please unmute.
Hey, Marina. I want to ask the other side of Carly's question. How beneficial is rest going to be just across the Olympic break and All-Star break?
Yeah, kind of like I said before, just like balance, trying to get better and put in little pockets of work and focus, but also, resting your mind from basketball a little bit and finding some other stuff you like to do, balancing your life.
Yeah, and just a quick follow-up to that. What's the break going to look like for you specifically?
I don't really know yet. You guys will see actually this weekend.
What? What is that?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't come out yet, so I can't say it.
Don't question her, leave her alone.
Yeah.
Last one from Marina from Roberta on Zoom. Please unmute.
Hi Marina. Just how important is a victory like that for the team heading into this break? And what are the dynamics gonna look like in general for the team during this break?
Yeah, I mean, kind of just like work balance and life at the same time, kind of getting there and getting in the gym, getting your work and focusing with the team, and then also, resting and finding some other things to do besides basketball. It's good for the mind.
And considering that there's gonna be a big break from games, a victory like the one tonight against the Aces, one of the top 4 teams, how significant is that to continue to maintain like momentum for the team when the break ends?
It's great. Obviously you don't want to go on the break with a loss, so beating the Aces and going on a win, just makes people feel good, but then also, not getting too high and not getting too low. We come back, and when we come back from the break, no one cares that we beat the Aces, so they're going to come back and try to beat us again.
Thank you, Marina.
I know.
Like, that's awkward.
Don't start, Marina. Don't start. Great job, Marina, but
We'll move to questions for Coach.